Hello there, it's the Crypto Lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies. And today I ask, can AI help us find the next hidden gem? Can it help us find? So you're going to join me on a journey today. I've asked ChatGPT and Perplexity AI the same questions. And this is really just to educate you how to look for things yourself. Because if you're following videos on YouTube, especially channels much bigger than mine, by the time they've talked about them, everybody's pumped them. So the idea is to get in early, to find your own coins and get in early. And that is what I want for you. And today is more a tutorial on how to find them rather than recommending any particular coin. And not only that, as you can see in the background, I will be focusing on a coin called Alephium. Based on it was the highest rated coin of all sections that I found. I'm not invested in it and I've no skin in this game. So with that in mind, and certainly it's not investment advice. So, with that in mind, follow me on a little journey of how to use AI to find these little gems. So, I went on ChatGPT and Perplexity AI and I asked this question. Please assess all cryptocurrencies today based on sentiment, trading volume, niche served, team strength, tokenomics, and key influencers promoting them, and tell me which have the most immediate potential to go up in value. So effectively, I've asked Perplexity AI to show me the money, do a Jerry Maguire on me. So with the main ones, it went to the usual coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Binance Coin, Ton Coin. So these are would be expected. So I said, please do the same with sub 1 billion market cap coins. And it did that. I'll show you the table. I'm not going to talk about any of these, but look, it rates all of them in different sections and gives them an overall score. So I asked them to do the same for 500 million market cap coins. And that was the table for these. And the same for sub 200 million market cap coins. And this was a table for these. And then finally, do the same for sub 100 million market cap coins. Now, in all sections on all market cap categories, the highest overall rating was 8.5. The only crypto to get 8.5 off Perplexity was Alephium. So this is why we're going to look into this. So let's start here. Alephium price. Now, I couldn't see the exact amount that early stage investors got in at, but what we can see is that it started trading back in January 2022, and the initial price was 93 cents. And what we see now is that the price now is less than half of that. This is a very positive sign. We see a market cap of 44 million, which is not quite the degen zone, but it's certainly the high risk zone and the explosive potential zone. But here's something not so good. The circulating supply is only 11%, which means that the fully diluted valuation is 400 million. And what this means is that about just under 90% of the tokens have to yet come back onto the market, which could seriously suppress the price, especially if early stage investors are taking profits. So that's not so good. So let's go down here. We see it's on Uniswap, BitGet, MEXC, Gate.io, Bitmark. Now, PancakeSwap. Now, these are fairly big exchanges, but it's not Binance or Coinbase, which means if it does get listed on those, then that has potential explosive growth. So here we see there's almost 11,000 holders, which is a reasonable amount. And here's something we like, the holder distribution. Usually the top 10 wallets have a massive percentage on these low cap projects, but here we see that the top 10 holders have just over 2% of the coins, which is hardly any. So at least looks like there's decent distribution on this project, which is a positive thing. And it says about Alephium that it's scalable for developers, secure for users, and decentralizes for all. So what this is a play where there's a blockchain called Alephium that invites developers to go and build applications on there. So we are going to look at a Alephium bridge. And the reason that we're here is because I went to what we do is we go down here and we find explorers. And I went to Nansen. And so that's what we're looking at here. And here we see, when we look at this, the general overview, that it's got $709,000 of liquidity. So we like at least 5% is good compared to the market cap. 10% is very, very good. So this is between the 5 and 10% mark because this is a 44 million market cap coin. So it's a reasonable amount of liquidity. We like that. Now we're going to look at the website, which you can click there, and that will take us to here, which doesn't really tell us much. It just shows you that you can build here, you can set up your own wallet. It is its own blockchain. So here's what it's saying. It's fast, scalable, and it's secure. Here's some metrics. So lots of transactions executed. They've got 2.3 million of value locked in the chain and 7 million bridged value, which is okay. It's not brilliant. It's okay. Next thing, we can click on their social media account, which is the X there, which will take us here. And what we find, if we go up here, we find that there's almost 50,000 followers, which for an early stage project is reasonable. And what we see is a fairly active account, May the 9th. So here's a 1 hour. 1 hour ago, they launched a post with 55 people. 21 hours ago, they launched a post that got 116 people. Another one, 21 hours, 22 people, 21 hours. So it looks like there's a lot being launched 22 hours ago. And they've got people following them. I mean, it's not massive amounts, but they're posting regular content here. That's the main thing. That's what we're looking at. So the next thing we do is go to DeFi Llama. And here we see with Alephium that the total value locked is a little bit disparity from what we saw on the website. So again, some information may not be up to date. We also see if we go to total value locked and their market cap, that has been going down a little bit as well. So, well, it depends where you compare it from, but just bear that in mind. But obviously, it was much better back in December, but then in December, everything was much better. So compared to where it is now, but it does seem to generally to be going up on that front as far as the token market cap is concerned. Although as far as the total value locked, that has been a little bit stagnant, maybe even going in the negative direction. So bear that in mind as well. Bear it in mind. The DEX volume here we see, was suppressed from the 15th of May for a bit, but it generally seems to be sort of improving now. So mixed signs there, my friends, mixed signs there. But we could be on the precipice of an upturn in the market, and the lower market cap coins are generally later to rally. So bear this in mind. The way that it works, Bitcoin usually rises first, then the big cap market coins, and then all of the rest of the altcoins. Although this cycle, it seems that meme coins may be shooting up. But either way, Alephium does look like an interesting one, potential risk reward, and certainly not financial advice. So make your own decisions, use AI to your advantage, and find your own little degen coins. But I would say that this looks like a reasonable entry point, although I'm not invested in it, with no skin in this game. And if you want more of my little random reviews or little pointers on how to help newbies start in the crypto space, then please do subscribe to the channel. That helps me, and it may even help you. And if you want another one of my little videos, you will find it just there.